And what is up, everybody? It's your boy Andy Matrix. We're back.
Yeah.
And the trio's back, baby. Andy, Dash, and Dante. How you guys
Yeah.
doing? It's been a while. 2024. Here we are. We already got 3 people watching the live stream. I'm glad to be here, man. We got so much stuff to talk about.
Yeah,
Freaking
a lot happened these past few months.
yeah. Well, I mean, the past few weeks, man.
Yeah,
Freaking
yeah. Just this week too. Like, my God,
no, Palworld. Palworld came out of nowhere, bro.
I knew about it. I actually knew about it. I had no idea it was going to blow up, though. A friend of mine knew about it. He showed me trailers for it about a year ago, and I was going to just do it and play him, but it was such a big overnight success. Like, I had no idea that would happen.
8 million sold.
I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I had no idea it was gonna blow up like that. I mean, that literally threw me off. I'm impressed.
No, yeah, nobody was. I mean, I did a reaction to the trailer, and I'm like, this is just a copycat of Pokemon. Except, it's cooler because it's like Pokemon with guns, so it's like, it's more exciting.
Well, there's a little more to it than that, but yeah, like the survival crafting. But it's definitely like an edgy Pokemon parody.
Mhm.
That's the way I always saw it.
I played it myself, and it is fun. It's not my kind of game, really, but I did like
Yeah,
it.
it's hard. I'm stuck at the first boss.
Yeah.
It's gonna improve with once early access.
But honestly, I if you guys have like an Xbox or something, I do suggest well, Andy or anyone listening, I suggest trying it out. And this game got so much heat, man. Like people are like, oh, it's
Oh yeah.
a copy of Pokemon.
Oh,
Like,
it's salty Pokemon fans. It's mostly salty Pokemon fans who've been abused by Game Freak
we're
with crappy product.
and it's like, okay, like first of all, Palworld is not the first to kind of like imitate Pokemon. We have Digimon, we have Yokai Watch, we have all kinds of other shows that's imitation of Pokemon. Just like, for example, just like Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh has anime that
you could say
copied
that.
it.
Yeah.
Like Duel Masters is basically a carbon copy of Yu-Gi-Oh in some in some way or
I
form.
mean, yeah, there have been others like far less, but I think the fact that Power
Vanguard. There's also
actually
Vanguard.
had such a big launch, that's when they all started feeling threatened
Mhm.
by it.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah.
I and that's Game Freak's fault. Like, Scarlet and Violet had a horrid launch. Like, everyone
Yeah.
saw the memes. The
Yeah,
character-
we all saw the memes. We all saw it.
hold on. Let me bring out the article. Hold on a second. Let me bring out this
What
article.
up, empathetic Black Queen? Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah,
You know you
welcome.
are awesome. Thank you for stopping by. You know, appreciate the support. Supporting the boys.
All right, so Pokemon, the Game Freak, they're already going after Palworld for copyright stuff,
Oh,
Mhm.
officially?
Well, I mean, they've been talking about it. There's been reports about it. I don't know how what's going to happen as far as the law, as far as
As far as I've been told, if they could do something, they would have done it already. They don't have a case.
They don't have a case. They
Well,
can
yeah.
complain all they want, but they have nothing.
I mean, they really can't do anything because I mean, it's like art, because I've been drawing for the past year, and when you're an artist, you do tend to look at other people's artwork and then create your own, and that does not mean that you freaking copy line by line, design by design. Like if I look at a Final Fantasy character, I'm not gonna draw freaking Cloud Strife and then call it my own.
Right.
Not to mention, there are like hundreds of Pokemon. Hey, what's up, Brandon?
Yo, Brandon, what up? And also unknown. Thanks for stopping by as well. Gotta
Yeah, let us know if you want a link.
show some love to the chat. All right, let's go.
As it says, Palworld Pokemon plagiarism accusations piled up as CEO responses. Artists accuse it of copying 3D models. Pocket Pair claims it receives death threats and abuse. You know the funny thing about death threats is like, do people really do send like an email saying I'm gonna kill you? Does that really happen? Like,
It does.
Well, it could be just be an angry DM or a tweet, but yeah, like people do get that unhinged,
Yeah, what up,
unfortunately.
Jax?
like I mean, like, are you serious? Like, do we just call it death threats, or is it like an actual death threat
No,
that
I
they're
think
Yeah,
these
getting?
yeah.
guys, no,
Sometimes,
these
yeah.
guys get actual death threats. Yeah, these guys get
Wow.
Yeah.
threatened in the DMs and like, you guys are copying Pokemon. How dare you? I wish you would just die. I want to go kill you.
Yeah.
It's like, bruh, it's never going to be that deep. It'll never be that deep. Like, listen, I get it. I'm sure we've all been playing Pokemon since its inception. We all play yellow version
Yeah.
up until now. Even we don't think it's that serious, right?
Yeah.
It's
The
not-
reason why Palworld exists is because the Pokemon fans are tired of getting bamboozled by Pokefreak, because we've been getting the same freaking game again and again and again,
Game
and
Freak's been
then
letting us down for a while. Ain't gonna
and
front.
then what was it, Pokemon Arceus, the one that's like a kind of like a Legend of like a Breath of the
Yeah.
Wild type of Pokemon game.
Mhm.
It's like that one. The graphics on that game is crappy, and it's really not that great.
Well,
I played it.
Speaking of graphics, Palworld came up with some new shit, right? And their graphics, the women in that game, like, listen, I'm telling you, they came out with some, hey, Pokemon, here's what you could be if you tried a little bit.
Oh, you're talking about that first boss. Yeah, she's hot.
Yeah, I was just like, hey. And if anything, honestly, Game Freak, Pokemon need to look at what Palworld did, take some notes and say, oh, shite, okay, maybe they did something different that the fans like, and maybe we should incorporate that into our game instead of bitching and complaining about it.
Yeah, some of the names are even funny. Like, have you guys heard of Depresso?
Presto, what the heck?
Yeah, that's the name of a pal.
Wow. You know what else nobody else is saying about this game, and this is what I call Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy did the same thing, and that's one of the reasons why Harry Potter Hogwarts is so popular. The game is because this game was on Steam. This game was on multiple platforms, PC, Xbox, everything.
Mm-hmm.
When you have a game in multiple platforms, it reaches a bigger audience. Otherwise, let's say if it was like a PlayStation exclusive, it would have only sold like 2 million copies. I swear to God.
Yeah.
But it sold 8 million. So 8 million. So, and companies really need to do this more and more. Just put their games in multiple platforms and reach more people instead of selling. Otherwise, if Final Fantasy 16 would have sold like 10 million copies if it
had a
wasn't for that.
PC launch at the same time.
Yes, it would have sold so many freaking copies, bro.
So you guys are saying you guys are against console exclusives?
Well, it hurt the game. It hurts
the game.
It hurt Final Fantasy 16, and it was a phenomenal game that deserved like all the success in the world.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I see.
Well, that's just my opinion. I'm just a big 16 fanboy.
I feel as though the exclusives definitely worked in the past. Think about it. Like Gears of War was a Xbox exclusive. Halo was an Xbox exclusive.
Final Fantasy 7 was once an exclusive.
Yeah, if
look
you think
at some of
about it,
these comparisons.
Oh,
even-
hey, Andy, Brandon said he's coming. I sent him the link.
and
Oh, he
even
is?
at some point, Devil
Yeah,
May
he
Cry
is.
was an
hold
exclusive
on.
for Sony. You know what I'm saying?
see.
And honestly, it was a strategy for companies to get more people to buy their consoles. Like back then, I think it made better sense to do it. Now,
Link was wrong. Ah,
Oh, we sent them the wrong link.
yeah. Can you send in the link? I can't
Hold on.
like. I'm
Oh,
not sure if I can
hold on.
send a link.
Check your Twitter.
But I think now you're right. I think like I would love to play Final Fantasy on my Xbox because I'm never gonna play a PlayStation because I don't believe in owning multiple systems. I just don't have
Yeah.
the time
Yeah, well,
Or
I
the
mean,
money.
or the
It's
money.
like-
It's
Yeah,
expensive, you know.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
hell yeah.
Just watch my stream replays if you want the story. I know it's a lot.
All right, so we're waiting for Brandon to get on. But yeah, so Palworld, and also if you look at the copies that they did with like if you put them next to each other, like for example, the one on the promotions that looks like Electabuzz.
Mhm.
Yes.
I mean, come on, you can't say they didn't take a lot of like.
Oh no,
quote
no,
unquote
they totally
inspiration.
did. No questions asked, but they did it. They did it. It's different enough that it could be considered parody.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. We gotta welcome the great anime guy to the chat.
Oh,
To
welcome.
welcome to the stream, anime guy. Long time no speak, brother.
Gentlemen, behold the depths and depravity that is the current season of anime. And oh my lord, the degeneracy is strong with this one.
You know I love the degeneracy.
What's going on, brother?
Oh yes, gentlemen, it's good to be here, my friends. It's
welcome.
We're talking about Power Worlds right now, man. It's yeah.
Palworld's an interesting thing. I never would have bought it myself, but one of the channel members
I
was
honestly
nice
haven't either.
enough. They were nice enough to gift it to me on Steam, so I've got it and I'm going to check it out. And I think they definitely pushed the bounds, but I think at the end of the day, once it's all said and done, they're gonna get off on it because it's a parody, which in a lot of ways it is.
Look at this shit. 19 million
It's
players.
19 million now?
Yeah,
my
19.
God.
12 million Steam sales, 7 million Xbox players. About 90% of them are on the Game Pass, but still, that's
still making that money.
That still counts. That still counts.
Yeah, it's making the money.
the impressive number is the Steam sales. That's massively impressive.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I agree.
So
I agree.
Yeah, so it's I mean, it's in such
Man,
a short amount of
servers
time
are going to
too.
be so congested. Those multiplayer servers are going to be so congested for forever.
19 mil unknown. That's right. 19 mil.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
It's a
And
lot
I
of
was
players.
looking at some of the comparisons. And look at the Pokemon and then look at the PAL.
I've never even seen that Pokemon before.
Well, here's another one. This looks like what do you call it? The sheep.
Oh yeah,
Pokemon?
the sheep. I've seen the comparisons. I've seen.
Yeah, look at this one.
Yeah, it's different enough.
The Meganium, or what is that one?
I think it's
That's
Meganium.
Bayleaf.
Bayleaf. There you go. Bayleaf. There it is. See, I was close. But the thing about this whole situation is this: like, people are gonna cry about the comparisons. I'm like, bruh, you gotta realize this ain't the first time it's happening. Like I said, Pokemon and Digimon, that's how it started. Digimon is in some shape or form, not copying. Like, it takes inspiration from Pokemon.
Similar.
It's very similar. You talk about Pokemon evolution or Digi-evolution.
I'm gonna be honest.
know?
Digimon I like Digimon better, honestly.
I like Digimon because you could go back.
I wish I had gone.
go back to your
I wish I
evolutions.
had gone into Digimon as a kid. I'm kind of like regretted apparently the only iteration of Digimon that I watched and that I followed is the iteration of Digimon the Digimon fans hated, and that was the one where the humans turn into Digimon.
Oh, I love that one. I'm sorry, I don't care.
That was good.
Yeah,
That
it
one
was good.
Digimon Frontier is
It was
my
good.
number one Digimon season. I don't care what anyone says. Yes, I understand the whole point of Digimon is to have a companion and blah, blah, blah. But being the Digimon, which somewhat took inspiration from season 3, Digimon Savers, I think, where the last evolution, they merged with their Digimon. Come on! It's basically the same concept. I loved the Digimon, season 4 Digimon, and I loved the opening theme song. That's the only thing I can say.
The American theme song for that was great.
It's rare when the Americans do it better than the Japanese, and that was one of those rare occasions. I was like, you know what? Hey, the West got it. I'm sorry, you got it. You got that
like
one.
they really killed it in the music department when they did Americanized like anime music. I mean, not to still say that some anime theme's good, but I mean, I'm just saying like some of those music that 4Kids made was
yes, exactly. And I think Brandon could also attest to this. Like, remember, I think back in the day when maybe like early 2000s, like 90s maybe, there was a point in our time where the West, they would go crazy with their anime intros and outros. They put so much soul. There was
That
so much
Pokemon
heart.
song.
The Pokemon, they had so much Pokemon heart. It had Digimon. They went crazy. And even like just regular animes, when they did the English version of the opening or outros, they went all the way to the point where I preferred the Western version over the Japanese version.
I'm gonna sing it. Digimon forever united as one.
I like the first one. I like the Digi-Rap. The Digi-Rap was the best. Don't give me that. The Digi-Rap was the best, man. Come on.
I love the rap, but like, you gotta love the Digimon Frontier. Oh my god, that opening is just majestic.
You're making me want to watch it now. You're making me want to watch it again.
It's just majestic. I'm sorry.
After this,
love
I'm
it.
gonna go and watch the Frontier now. Man, look what you did. Look what you did, Dante.
even the Pokemon songs from back in the day were freaking awesome. I don't know what
Oh, yeah.
happened
I
to
want
us.
to be the very,
Very
best.
best.
Yes.
No one ever
yes.
was. They had the Poke-Rap. Even the Pokemon movies, they had their theme songs and they
Yeah.
had like soundtracks,
yeah.
and they were just
Yeah.
so
They had fun
epic.
back then.
Oh yeah.
They
Hey,
had fun
They
with
did
it,
so much
right?
fun back
the
then.
theme from Pokemon Forever was
Yes.
a great remix.
Oh my god. Yes, Pokemon Forever. Pokemon 3 with Entei in it was the soundtrack from the first 3 movies were just beautiful. They went all the way in. And then now I don't know what happened. It's like they just I don't know what happened.
Modernity.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. It's just sad what they're doing to anime now, man. It just
is.
it like legitimately like upsets me like what's going on with anime in the West. Like what is
right.
going on?
Oh,
Yeah.
now that you mentioned that, Dante, that actually leads to our next topic. So, are we all good with Palworld? Anything else we want to say?
Now,
no,
Palworld's
I'm good.
awesome. That's all.
Has
I'll
anybody
install
been
and I'll
playing
try
it?
I've played
No.
it.
I haven't yet. As I said, I've got it. I've been working on the computer, and I'm finally at a place again where I can.
Yeah,
where I can.
I guess
where I
me
can
and
do
Dante
that,
are the
so.
only ones that have played it.
Yeah, it's pretty
Okay.
good. I recommend it.
All
Yeah.
right, so now we're gonna talk a little bit about localizers. So, I stumbled upon a. Okay, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Oh, here
control
it
yourselves. Control yourselves. Come on. So I actually found. So for the last 2 years, is me, Dante, Dash, and a couple of other YouTubers. We've been covering the whole localization crap, right? I know Rev says this, who has been. I think who else was it? Was it For Never World? I don't know if For Never was covering it, but we've been covering this shit, and we've been getting a lot of. I've been getting a lot of criticism
Oh, I have
about the localizations, and now after Asmongold Gold did the reaction video to Rev. Now this has gone freaking viral to the point where now Japanese YouTubers are covering this shit. Here
Oh,
we go.
Good.
I
Here
mean,
we go.
The Yakuza director is even responding to it now. It's it's completely mainstream, and you know what? That can only be a good thing. Yeah,
In this
yeah,
case,
I've
yeah.
seen this fish. I've seen this fish.
Yeah,
this person's
so
been covering it.
this guy, right? I mean, it's in Japanese.
Yeah,
I don't know his
Japanese
name.
YouTuber. Yeah.
So he's been covering the whole thing about here you get the Snow White story.
Oh yeah, he
Mhm.
covers American stuff too. So he's
Yeah.
covering the Disney train wreck. He's almost like doing what Midnight's Edge does. Nice.
Yeah, and the Yakuza localization. The what else? He covered the Asmongold story. Oh, the whole Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid.
Oh, that was one of
Well,
these
I think
albums.
I think
Yes,
that was a
man.
news to a bunch of them, and I think that
Yeah.
that really I
If
mean, that
only
wasn't
they knew
news
how
to
bad
us.
it was. Honestly,
And right
they'd be
there, it
surprised.
says Japan says no. Japan
No,
says
Japan
hell
says
no.
hell no. Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, he's just Bob Chapek.
Yeah.
He's been. I guess he's been.
He's discovering Disney shenanigans.
Yeah, the Disney shenanigans they've been covering. So he only has 50,000, no, 30,000 subscribers. But honestly, that is enough for the word to spread pretty fast over there. So, yeah. So this YouTuber, I've actually been following him. He covers a lot of Disney stuff, a lot of American stuff, and anime stuff. But I think it's most. Oh, here's the one with Asmongold right here.
There
The
it
one with
is.
Asmongold. So so this fish guy, he's been covering a lot of these stories, bro. And I'm hoping that more Japanese YouTubers catch on, because that way because if it reaches enough people, then the what do you call it, the leaders in the entertainment
The industry,
business,
yeah, would have to take action, right?
they will have to take action because because you guys know that whenever they make a product, they usually make it for Japan first and then the West. I mean, that's changing a little bit, but they always go
Unfortunately,
in
it's
that
changing.
order. They
Yeah,
always go in that
sadly.
order.
Yeah,
That
they're
should
doing it
never
for the
change.
money, and they unfortunately are kind of taking the people from their word. Oh, our charts say that you need to do this in order to be more welcoming in there because it won't sell well. And then literally it's the opposite because the people who are into Japanese media, regardless of your identity, were already into it and liked it the way it was.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's all insane.
There's another piece of news that I saw that kind of ties into a shift in some of the parts of Japanese culture, which is unfortunate. Japan has always been known as a very safe country. In fact, it had been number one for a very long time.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They dropped because they've been allowing outside influence, aka
Oh boy.
quote unquote refugees
Oh
into
boy.
their
Oh
country.
my God.
Here we go.
Yep. Roughly from what I remember reading, and I think this is from Colonel Otaku Gamer. If I remember correctly, he cited a newspaper where this has happened. It's because over the past 2 years or so, they've allowed 2 million quote unquote refugees from countries that do not typically assimilate.
2
well.
million?
2 million.
Well,
Get outta here.
assimilation
People.
is key. Like, we learned about assimilation.
Especially for them.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like, unfortunately, that's where we've dropped the ball. We've taken in so many immigrants that and we don't encourage them
problem.
to assimilate.
Yeah.
Like we
Yeah,
used
that's
to.
the problem.
We
That's the
used to
problem.
though.
But here's a problem about this. Like,
Mhm.
but when it's like, and I don't want to get political here, bro. It's like,
Oh yeah, I don't want to
But-
get too deep into this topic
but-
either.
Yeah.
Let's be
Yeah.
realistic here. There is a reason why there's a process. When you get the process, you don't want to lose you being there. You worked hard to be at that spot wherever you are,
Exactly.
right? When you're able to just walk over and walk into something, you don't have to earn it. You're just here. You don't feel a necessity to like make sure you stay out of trouble, to do the right thing, and make sure you learn the culture of wherever. You don't care anymore because you just walked in the door. You don't give a shite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a reason why the process is important. You know what I'm saying?
And that's
Right
where
now,
Japan is
yeah.
having a
continents
bit of a
Wait,
problem.
Dante, you're
Oh,
an
are you
immigrant-
serious?
You're
1
an immigrant,
million?
right?
No, I'm first generation here. My parents came from Nigeria,
Ah.
so they came here the right way. They did what they were supposed to do. They were on the P's and Q's, and then they had us, and now we're here. And that's why I'm like, I don't advocate. I'm not against immigration. I am against,
Yeah,
Illegal.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
When it's
like
it's done the wrong way. It's like, hey, I understand the need to have a better life, but everywhere you go, coming from Nigerian myself, right? Everywhere you go, we have laws. And I guarantee you, if you did something like this to say where I come from, they wouldn't be as nice as they are over here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And this
Oh,
is
yeah.
and this is me who lived there for 7 years, and this, nah. No, this would not fly. No way.
And the whole reason I even brought it up is because it's a shift in attitudes from within the highest levels of government. And the reason that it's shifting is because the people have voted in a different set of government who has been more amenable to pressure from the United States under the FJB
Oh,
administration, which also goes down to some of the localization problem has existed in 10 plus years before that. But I also remember reading recently that there was a textbook or something that was produced that had a whole bunch of the standard left-wing loony US propaganda stuff in it. Someone wanted it removed, and it was going to be, but then it got stopped, and it's kept within their own thing. So
yeah, like that whole thing with the inappropriate books in schools is happening in Japan now.
it's starting to happen
Unbelievable.
there
Oh
because
yeah,
of this.
actually, yeah. You know what else? I actually covered this. I think it was like a year ago. Japan, they remove like from forms in high schools. Like they remove the genders. Like you don't have to say if you're a male or female now. They removed that shit.
That's so
They
stupid.
did that last year.
They've
You know, I
started
think-
doing that stuff.
Yeah, recently, like last year and a half ago, I think.
Yeah. So with those
So,
changes
like
in
with
attitudes,
that, like, you don't even need the localizers anymore. They'll just like change the UI themselves.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's where the problem that we're seeing, especially with Sega, just within the past week.
Oh yeah, we're
We
gonna
just
get into
now
Sega.
know about it, but this is something that just doesn't happen overnight. If they're just now taking that mask off and being blatant about it, it means that they have been active in it for at least 3, if not longer, years.
I don't know. Sega seemed like very like surprised at the backlash they got.
Well, the Sega of America people would be, because they're so used to the California, New York bubble that would surprise them. But for Sega of Japan, for anybody from their side of the pond to come over and say
Sup,
they're
Knight?
surprised about it.
Oh,
Anime
shit.
Night, what up?
Hello, everybody. I know I
Welcome.
said I wouldn't.
Welcome to the show.
I know I said I wouldn't be appearing tonight, but the door opened and here I am.
There you
Well,
are.
welcome. It's
Thanks.
good to have you, buddy.
The more the merrier.
Welcome to the show, Anime Night. What's happening?
So yeah, for Sega to come back and for Sega of Japan or anybody within Sega of Japan to come back and be surprised about a backlash against them self-censoring, which is, from what I understand, has happened not only with the Yakuza game, but now also with Persona 3.
Insane.
You know what the problem is, and you mentioned it, Brandon, is that people think that California and New York is America, but they forget about everything in between, bro. Like,
Because California and New York are like tourist attractions. It's only you look at movies. You don't. I'm not talking about Arkansas or freaking whatever. It's New York. It's California. It's maybe Las Vegas. You know, but mainly
Arizona.
It's New York.
Yeah, the cultural disconnect between like the people in the United States is like one of our big like problems of our time, and it causes a lot of division amongst family and amongst friends.
Well, it
Like,
does
you know,
now.
Yeah,
It
and
wasn't
yeah,
like that when I was a kid. When I think back upon my life, being born in 1980, raised out here in Idaho, I'm a little considerably more sheltered than, let's say, somebody who was born and raised in any part of California or back east or even in the Midwest or the South. But I always felt I had a reasonable enough connection to people from the big cities like New York or any places in Jersey or any of the larger, several 100,000 on up metro areas versus, my town, which is only approaching 70. But when I was a kid, it was only about 40 something.
Wow.
So I always felt that there was at least some camaraderie there, even though our experiences were vastly different. Whereas now, not so sure about that. Especially going over to Portlandia. Holy hell. You want to talk about a place that has turned itself upside down, shaken itself like a rag doll, then did a pile driver on its head. That place has gone friggin' crazy.
Jesus.
by the way, I want to share something with you guys. I actually covered this article, and I don't know if you guys want to read it with me, but hold on a second.
Yeah, let's see it.
Let's do it.
And it is, you guys know, this has been going around.
Oh yeah, that article.
Yeah.
Yep. Here we go. I highlighted the most important parts too. So,
all right, let's get it.
Where is this? It says, so it says behind the global success of Japanese video game lies a delicate task appealing to overseas players whose expectation on issues such as sexism are increasingly influencing the content of major titles. With the majority of sales for big names now outside of Japan, everything from slang words to character costumes must be carefully considered for global audiences. We've heard that before.
Christ. Yeah, we've heard that one.
It says it is a complex process that has come a long way since the Wild West of the 1980s and 90s. According to one high-profile localization team, there were no rules, no industry standards, in the quality of the localization could vary greatly from one title to the next, says the Sega of America team who worked on Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth.
Maybe in the past, because that was true in the past. Not now.
Yes.
That's not. Yeah, Sega of America is the
And
one
it's from
that's-
them.
that's
We were
screwing
just
them.
talking about this.
Yeah.
Like a Dragon. Then it says back then translator faced constraint, including two small text boxes. Sometimes game developers did the job themselves in less than perfect English. It almost meant that many games from the era, especially dialogue heavy ones, never made it out of Japan. Okay. It says thanks to the industry and perhaps more importantly, consumers have changed a lot since then, and we are now able to be more faithful to the cultural and emotional content of Japanese games than ever. No, you're not.
Not
No,
now.
you're not.
Maybe a few years ago, but not now.
Definitely not now. I'll tell you that much.
Not now. No, back then maybe, but
Yeah,
There's
we
been
all
an
can agree with that.
alarming-
Yeah.
alarming. There's
Yeah,
been
no.
alarming amount of discrepancy between
Oh,
the Japanese versions of these games.
That's
then it
why
says-
I'm pushing for purchasing going to play Asia and getting the Asia Pacific version of the game that has the English subtitling included, but not the ones handled by the woke wankers out of California.
Out of California.
California. Says localization is now integral to the design process. He said one key example is how Japanese developers dress their heroines, the females, as the hashtag #MeToo movement changes mindsets, says Frank Genti, senior localization manager at Japanese game giant Bandai Namco.
Well, we know who sucks on the DIEESG cock there.
Yeah.
On
Yeah,
the meats, on the regular.
We all know. We all know who
man.
the cream
Oh
chasers
boy.
are.
Oh god. And it gets crazy. It says it says we tell them that the cleavage is a bit too exposed or the skirt is a bit too short, he adds. Before they weren't very flexible, but they become more proactive on such
I
subjects.
still can't believe he actually said that. I still can't believe he
Ladies
actually
and
said that.
gentlemen,
Meaning they've been bending. Japan has been bending over to the west. They bend it over. But well, at least Bandai bend it over.
basically,
Such a shame.
ladies and gentlemen, Frankie Genti and all people like him are what's wrong with the gaming industry and localization in general. They are the main threats to this because with people like this jackass in power, we're going to get really, really bad, a lot of ESG stuff thrown into our entertainment from overseas Japan. Look, Japan, we love you and everything. We love all this stuff. All of us in here, we love it.
Well,
We're trying to help you guys. We're trying to help you here.
I say in all my videos when I talk about Japan and anime and manga, I say, please, for the love of God, look at what's going on here and don't copy us. Don't do what we're doing. Stay away from whatever you see us doing. Do the opposite, okay? Whatever you guys are doing is working. You're going to fail if you try to implement what our tactics over there. We don't want that. You're succeeding because you're doing the exact opposite of what we're doing here.
Well, do any of you guys follow Pluka? I think he's a mutual subscriber to a bunch of us. He follows a lot of the Japanese politics.
Yes.
He follows a lot of the Japanese government politics
on Twitter. Yeah, I follow him. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think there's a push to get this lefty prime minister out of office right now.
Oh, good.
Good. They need to
rid of him.
Send me the article. Send me the freaking article. I'm gonna be covering that shit in my next video. So I also wanted to tell you guys that last year a couple of I don't know how many, but a couple of Japanese.
I do want to add one thing. I do want to Tekken seems to have come out all right. People were worried about the cultural appropriation line, but it was actually a joke. Making fun of cultural appropriation, which is
okay.
Oh yeah, I think I saw something like that before. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I might actually get Tekken at some point. I've never played a Tekken game.
Well, Tekken's great. I love playing Tekken 5 on emulator, bumping it up to 4K because my machine can do it. But I think that one is an exception, and even at that, some of the design choices they did stray, not a lot, but noticeable enough if you're familiar enough, especially with the female characters. Of course, they never clothe up the male guys. No, got to have those 6-packs of rippling and have all the everybody else's going on with it. So
and I say the same thing in every video, Brandon. I'm glad you brought this up. The double standard when it comes to sexualization and objectification is like you can play a game with a man who has no shirt on. He had 6-packs abs. He's ripped. He's got bulging buys and tries and pecs, right? And no one bats an eye. No one gives a shite. It's like, oh, it's okay. And girls will drool over him and the LG whatever will go crazy. But the moment a woman shows cleavage, even the slightest amount of cleavage, boob jiggling, ass shaking, thighs going crazy, and now all of a sudden it's, well, how dare you objectify a woman in her body parts, bruh. You just objectified a whole man because he is shirtless. I remember when Devil May Cry 3 first came out, I remember like it was yesterday, I had female friends who drooled over Dante, not because the game was awesome, but because the first scene in the game, he's not wearing a jacket, not wearing a shirt, and throughout the game, if you play the game, he wears a jacket and pants and boots. That's it.
Yeah.
So you see his ripping, you see his ripped body the entire game, and no one for years up until now gives a shite. But God forbid Bayonetta shakes some ass a little bit, and now, and now it's like the world's gotta end. How
Oh,
dare
yeah.
they? You
It
know,
feels it feels like we went to it feels like the war just happened. Like, oh my goodness, we're at peacetime. We have the sexy men and everything. Oh, but the minute a girl comes out in tight short shorts and a tube top that barely fits, oh my god, World War III just started.
Yeah, well,
These people are
exactly.
yeah, Andy, are we going to talk about Stellar Blade at any point?
Yeah, we're getting there. We're kind of just covering a lot about Japan.
But real
Yeah.
quick, it's crazy. Sorry, it's real quick. Like how crazy how this works
Oh
out.
yeah, I hate the double standards. Like I think I have problem with like none of it. Like these like why it's it's from this fake assumption like from the Gamergate era that like people tried to contribute like sexy females to actual like unconsensual tackling.
Right. It's like, how dare you look at her because she doesn't give you consent to look at her this way. Bitch,
Oh,
she's not she's not
another
real. Who cares?
that's another can of worms, Dante. The consent of fictional characters, the
Right.
agency of fiction. Who gives a fuck?
Who gives a shit? It's like,
Yeah.
and it's
Not
crazy.
real.
Who would give
And
a
and you
shit?
guys know me, hence that's why Dante is my name because I love Devil May Cry. And it's not really like most of the guys complaining it, unless you're like a stupid SJW or a white knight. Most of us don't give a shit that Dante walks around half naked the entire game. It's a
Hell,
certain...
he could walk around in speed. He could walk around in speedo, and we still wouldn't give a
It's
fuck.
feminists
Exactly, you don't
and
give
white
a-
knights that
It's
have a
exact-
problem.
It's a certain demographic of Westerners who have an issue with certain things, and because they complain and they're the loudest people on the internet, that companies are like, you know what? They're complaining. It's the certain people who don't know how to shut the fuck up. Now we gotta edit everything.
No, it's the tourists. It's the tourists. It's the posers. It's the infiltrators.
All right.
All in one bag of bad juice of the fan base that we don't want to associate. They don't associate with us. We don't know these people. We love what you're doing, Japan. We love what you're doing with the sexy girls and everything. We love it. We have fun. We enjoy it. We're the
Agreed.
ones buying this stuff. We are the
Exactly.
ones
Yeah.
who spent our hard-earned money buying all the stuff from like the base game, the DLCs, even though you could argue that in a way. But if the DLC is good, fine, I'll buy it.
Right.
If it adds more to the story, splendid. I'll happily shell out the money. I enjoyed the story and the characters. I find nothing wrong with it. These people need mental help. Not
Right.
not Twitter mental help. I mean the actual reopen the mental asylum help. We'll put them in there.
Agreed.
A good therapy does a lot. Like that's another thing
All
that's
right,
kind
guys.
of wrong with. Yeah, I'm getting too deep. Like mental health
Sorry.
is another can.
All
of
right,
worms.
let's keep it with Japan here. Let's keep it with
Yeah,
Japan.
yeah.
So,
Keep it on
All right.
Japan.
before we close on the Japan subject, last year Japan, more Japanese companies accepted ESG money from BlackRock, and because Japan they've just been having trouble growing, growing companies over
They're
the last 2
taking it.
decades. They're taking ESG money for investors, but that's going to cost them. So
Yeah, short-term gain for long-term effects that will be
Destruction.
negative.
Yeah,
I was talking about that. I said a super chat on Midnight's Edge. I just it just seems like they're all jumping on the ESG bandwagon, and none of them are really like the smaller ones are all right, but the big guys like
It's
the
just the big
Segas,
mofos.
the
It's the
Square
big mofos.
Enixes, they're all taking they all want to be on that
it's the
index.
big companies.
Never
Yeah,
sign a
it
contract
seems
you
like
don't understand.
ESG. Well, it's just that big companies seem to really like ESG. I was actually trying to do some research. Apparently, ESG started in 2004.
Really?
Yeah, I think
That far
that's
back?
what Wikipedia tells me.
Wikipedia. Okay, that garbage.
Yeah,
site.
so well, yeah, but sometimes, I mean, I can assume that it's correct. I know all about the crimes of Wikipedia, but as far as I know, yeah. So I
thought it
just
was like a
I
decade old.
I wanted to figure out where did it come from? How did so many companies take it like a drug?
Okay, so just to get this, this last part here.
The Yakuza guy.
Yeah, so it says, but in recent years, booming interest in manga, anime, and wider Japanese culture has made the job easier. It says people know what ramen is now. We don't need to say noodles anymore. So his team at the European headquarters of Bandai Namco has adopted games, including Tekken fighting series and the smash hit playing role playing game Elden Ring into a dozen languages. So the job is as much a cultural challenge as a linguistic one, as Pierre Frogget, localization team project manager at Bandai says. It says the player, whichever country they're from, should understand and feel the same thing as someone playing the original Japanese. Well, see, that's the problem. Everybody's going to perceive the game differently, so you have to leave that to the player, to the gamer.
Well, yeah,
We're not all going to see it the same way.
Like the Fire Emblem localizations change entire characters' personalities. Like, that's the problem.
Yeah. So okay,
welcome.
so we're done with Japan for now. Where's the hold on, where is it? Shit, what the hell is the where's the Stellar Blade thing?
Nice. Yeah, show me that booty.
No, you heard what happened, right?
Man's want to see booty cheeks, man. I respect that.
Oh, you mean about the feminists that got fired from
Yeah,
the
can
studio?
somebody send me the freaking article? I don't have it. Shit.
Oh, it's not an article, it's a
Wait,
tweet.
what were you saying, Brandon?
Yeah, I guess they had some people within their company that started to pull the feminazi cards out for what they were developing, and the powers that be within that company said, "Wait a minute, this is part of the game. Who it is, if you don't like it, tough nuggets." And I guess they flapped their mouths and they fired him. They got rid of him.
Nice.
That's how it should be done. That's how. That's how we should treat these people. We should treat them like that.
And
like
I've also been hearing that
stuff.
like
Get
feminists,
rid of them and don't bend the knee to these mutants.
Hold on a second. I found it.
Get
I
rid
was
of
also
them.
hearing that like Korean feminists are like absolutely nuts. I hear they're like an actual cult.
All right, here we go, guys. Here we go.
It's gone worldwide.
All right, so you can everybody see it?
Oh, good. Haru's 47.
All right, so says here a thread say boycott Stellar Blade. It says the company that made the game, Shifter, that's the name of the company, removed the work of two women because they were feminists. I am a victim and former employee of this game company. Oh wait, she's a feminist.
Boo!
Boo freaking who?
That ain't a woman. That's a man.
That's a man.
It's a man, baby.
A man, baby. Oh.
Cry me a river.
Oh my
Don't
God.
care.
Cry me a freaking river.
Buy the game. I'm gonna buy it anyway. Here's us walking to like our local stores buying the game. Like, oh, cry louder, and it's like, oh, look, feminist tears. Yeah, fill this mug.
Let me sip on your
tears.
Man, I love feminist tears. I really do.
Yeah,
I really do.
feminist tears,
There's
baby.
the reason right there that she was fired. Right
It says,
there.
fun fact, the person Shifter fired was a contractor that happened to be a feminist complaining about fan service, and it happened during the shareholder negotiations at Tencent. I don't think anybody was going to agree with that. with her.
Exactly.
Nobody was going to
That
agree
is
with
not
her.
an appropriate venue to complain about the product.
Especially in front of the
shareholders.
shareholders.
They're not trying to hear
Those
that
are the people
bullshit.
Those are the people you do not want to be around with that garbage. They will be like,
Exactly.
"You're with
I'm like
this
a
person?
multi-millionaire
Fire
at a
this
shareholder
person."
meeting. I'm not trying to hear that nonsense. Get out of here. In fact, fire it.
Oh yeah.
I
You
would
They
love
did.
to be
You
a
seriously think this
shareholder.
person's
I
trans?
would
Fire
love
it?
to.
Whatever mutant evolution it is,
So
fire it.
wait,
Yeah,
so
really.
one of you said that Korean feminists are the craziest? Like how
I
Oh
do
think,
yeah, apparently
Dash
that's
said
what I've
that.
been hearing. Someone online said they're like an actual like religious cult.
really?
It's spreading, boys. It's over.
I don't know.
Well,
how
here's the
true
thing.
that is.
Here's what people don't understand about the whole feminist crap. It's like here in America, feminism is powerful because it's backed up by the government, it's funded by the government.
Yep.
In other countries, they're not gonna pump money into that garbage.
They don't think they have that political power.
You know, in China, they ban feminism. So Korea,
good job, China.
yeah, Korea
I
and
don't want to
Japan.
compliment China, but like, yeah, that was tempting.
Yeah. I'm
No,
like,
but
damn it,
listen.
China.
Listen, Korea and Japan, they have like their small, tiny group of feminists, but guess what? They don't have the money for it, so they can't push those agendas.
And they aren't as loud.
These
either.
women, these Korean, Japanese women that are feminists, they're lonely freaking cat ladies that, you know, they have no funding for their ideas.
They haven't had the D
Yeah.
in so long they wouldn't know what to do if
Yeah.
it presented itself to them.
You know,
Well-
that's
well
the
said,
other
good
thing,
sir.
like in
Oh,
America, you
All
have
bow
all
to
these-
Brandon, the anime guy. Well
you
said,
have,
sir.
you have all these, like, you have all these political super PACs and special interest
Oh man.
slush funds that are like shifting money all over the place, bribing corporations and the government and stuff like that. So it's like it's chaos here with all the dark money.
I think the feminism crap is definitely stronger here in the West. It's
Yeah, because of the dark money.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of influence, of course, you know, because everyone likes to copy off the West. So Japan and Korea may have some kind of feminist movement there, but I don't think it's nearly as strong as how it is on
Yeah,
the West.
that's
it's
because
not.
the West-
It's not even
Everyone
close.
with a-
Not even
Everyone
close.
with a PS5 must buy Stellar Blade at launch, and I shall buy the most expensive edition there is.
Trust and believe. If I had
They
a,
need to
a
put it on
PlayStation
PC.
5, I would have had that I would have pre-ordered the game. Hell yeah, dude.
I thought they
Hell
were
yeah.
putting it on PC.
If they ever
No,
make
no
mistake put
PC
it on
will
Xbox,
come.
it's
It's Sony.
over.
It's Sony. They'll put
All
it
right,
on
so-
PC.
The
I'm gonna have
super
to watch-
soilagers of Sony. Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, I won't have to play it. I'm just gonna buy it just to support, just to support it. I say, you know what? I'm buying it.
And
I don't
then-
have a
and then
PlayStation
people will
anymore,
make Sony
so-
has no games.
Yeah, me
again
neither.
I wanted
had
to see some
Stellar
booty
Blade
shaking, so
for
I'm gonna
6
watch.
months.
I'm gonna watch Dash play the game so I can see some booty
Oh
shaking.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, if you're gonna live stream it, let us know so I can just watch
Yeah,
it.
let
Oh
us
yeah,
know.
definitely.
Oh, booty, 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 booty,
I-
booty,
I-
booty,
put the
booty.
link
I need-
in our
I
anime
need- I need ass jiggles.
in our big anime group on X. I'll put the links in so like
Yeah.
all of you guys can see it.
I
Yeah,
need
put it
ass
in the
jiggles
chat so I
on
can
my
watch you play
screen
the game.
just
And I
to-
can
Yeah,
be
for real.
happy.
Hey, and maybe
for
I'll
research.
I'll
For-
I'll
for
do a
research.
multi-stream to X maybe.
Okay.
Wait,
Oh,
Dash, are you gonna have
man.
a problem
What
soon?
happened? What happened, anime guy?
It's February, and I just actually received an email from High Dive. Anime romance on High Dive. Okay, check this out real quick. Something sweet. The dangers in my heart. Golden Time. My teen romantic comedy Snafu. And my love story. Something sour. Vermilion and Gold. Chain Soldier. Peter Grill. And Gushing Over Magical Girls.
Gushing Over
Nice.
Magic is
Oh my God.
that is peak. I'm sorry. And
It
you know
is
what?
so degenerate. It's so damn funny.
An
It's
anime
so
guy.
awful.
I'm glad you brought that up because I didn't know how perverted that show was until I saw it on a certain.
No,
I saw it on a certain
I
page,
watched it.
and I was
watched
just
it
like,
after I got
wait,
off work. I was just
And-
like watching it. I'm just like, dude.
dude.
And my
I was just,
coworker looks.
I'm just like, dude, why is this on this page? And I watched it. I was like, this
Yep.
is awesome.
Wait, I'd like to
It's
do-
the type
I'd
of
like
show
to
that
do-
gets you put on the list if you're not careful.
I
But
don't
it's-
care what. I'm already on
it's
enough
so
lists.
funny.
I'm already on enough lists as is, including a few not so fun lists. But I do not care. I enjoy it for what it is. These people
On-
can cry me a river.
It's funny.
Honestly,
It's
it should
way
be.
down there.
It should be
Base-
hentai. I
base
ain't gonna
tie-dye.
front. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It should be. Hentai.
It reminds
Oh, and,
me.
High Dive does have some pretty borderline hentai stuff from
And
what
this
I
is
can
what-
really?
tell.
Yeah,
High
High
Dive,
Dive.
yeah.
Yeah, High Dive is
they're
carrying.
the more fun. They're the more fun. You know,
Yeah,
they
they've-
screw up from
Should I
time to
cancel my
time, but
Crunchyroll?
not as
No.
bad.
Hold up. Hold on. Let's pause real quick. Let's get
All right.
slow down.
Between all of them, you pretty much if you want to have the official or the best possible quality, yeah, you got to have Crunchyroll and you have to have
Crunchyroll, yes.
High Dive.
It's
If
true.
you're not as picky about the quality and maybe reasonable 1080p, which is what all this stuff is done in these days, you can of course find it throughout the places. But High Dive has a version, not the ATX version, but they have a version of Redo of Healer. So which is surprising because the version of Gushing and the version of Chain Soldier that they're carrying is the TVMA ATX version. And there's only going to be one version naughtier than it, and that's the Blu-ray. And from what I've been told, what I've seen when this released, is the Blu-ray version doesn't change that much. It's more audio squeeing in certain places that isn't in the ATX version, but will be in the Blu-ray.
Oh.
And let's just put it this way: the last episode, the 5th episode,
Right.
yeah, I needed to take a sonic shower and have a bleach bath.
So what you're saying is I should watch it, right? You're saying I should go watch it?
Yes, if you like the whole idea of a person who loves the shoujo mojo and wants to be one so bad, but ends up being the foil and then takes on the role of the foil. And then absolutely loves being the foil. And has an absolute sadist and masochist side to them. And then you throw on a part, she adds a partner who is just as depraved in other ways than she is. And then the third one just got added. And that oh Lord, oh child. Oh Lord. Lord, forgive me for that one. Please be with the starving pygmies in New Guinea. Amen. If you can, watch the ATX version. The high dive one is good, but I think some of the other places that have it uncensored, I think have closer to the Blu-ray, which as it isn't that much of a change. So.
Hey, is Anime Night frozen?
Is he frozen? I was thinking this.
No,
What's going on with his video?
He's in that position.
He's moving. Anime Night. We can see you move. I can see you move.
Oh, that was.
Oh, I'm like, what the heck happened?
I was like, what is going on? Like, you frozen, dude? Yeah, you definitely fooled the shit out of me. Whoa.
Convincing.
It was very convincing.
Very convincing.
Sorry, my
yeah.
brain
Thought you
just
were
automatically
gone.
my brain automatically shut off when Brand was describing all that. I'm like,
Oh yeah, this is, as I said, this is the redo of
not
Healer
good.
level stuff. It's the Harem in a Labyrinth level of show.
I remember.
Well, I
Being-
know where my
I actually like
I know
that.
I'm
show.
gonna be
Soldier
fine.
was already very controversial because of its name, the name change from Chained Slave.
Oh,
So,
like,
Yes.
I covered
I
that
get-
too. Yeah.
Yes, she did. But I have to openly admit this. As far as my own watch list, I did drop Chain Soldier, not because I didn't find it all that interesting.
Was it too
But I
hardcore?
also I thought that it was too light compared to Tales of Wedding Rings, or compared to Gushing. It felt very tame. Light R. It's still degenerate, but it's not that same level of degeneracy that I guess I was expecting. Knowing what I know about Chain Soldier, yeah, he needs his reward, but he's also a standard current male. He's a pussy in a lot of ways.
Oh, guys, by the way, sorry for interrupting.
No, go
There's
for
some
it, go
people that are waiting for certain topics.
Oh,
Do
yeah,
it.
go ahead.
Move on.
Please,
About
go ahead.
other localizations and Avatar. So, if you guys are ready,
I want to get.
I know
Avatar.
nothing about Avatar, so
I
Really?
want to get into this. My friend Silent Joker just told me, updated
Yeah,
me on
Andy's a
that. I
big
wanna get into
Avatar
this.
fan.
wait, Brenda, you've never watched Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Oh,
That's
here
I'm-
he goes.
I'm
actually
44
surprised.
this year.
We're gonna
Avatar
tie
came
into a share,
out at
mister.
the
2005.
Avatar came out at the wrong time for me, right at the time when I was getting out of most forms of animation.
I've only really watched the
all
first
that, so.
season and didn't really watch the second or third or even the fourth
Oh
season.
my goodness, man! You
So,
guys.
I do need to bow out for now. I definitely appreciate you letting me come on and spit my 2 cents here and there on certain things. So
Oh yeah.
I'll let you airbend it up, and hopefully not airbend it to the point of breaking, because
I'll try not to.
that is a problem with some guys. The airbender gets just a little too long. The gals, they don't know how to handle it right, and you end up getting broke. So so for all you DJs out there, enjoy the
sometime.
gushing, and enjoy
Yes.
Vermeil. And for God's sake, enjoy Peter Grill. Take care, everybody.
Peter
We'll
Grill.
see you
Take
later.
it easy, man.
Good
night,
Thanks for
bro.
stopping by.
Take it
Good night,
easy.
bro. All right, dude. So first, I wanted Dash. You actually sent me this on your Twitter page, so I wanted to cover this. This right here.
Yes.
It says
yes.
Capcom.
Ace Attorney. I was a big fan of Ace Attorney, especially Apollo Justice. Ace Attorney 4, which was the first Apollo Justice game, was like my first thing. Yeah, so they did this bizarre thing. So where so I'm going to spoil the trial for you. This person's a girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're dressing like
Yeah.
a man, and like the whole point is like proving that, and it's found out that they like girls' clothes, but they've censored it. From go to the next image. That's the original 3DS version, not dress.
Okay.
I'm into braces, not dresses. Now go back.
Mm-hmm.
The word dresses is missing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow. That's
Yeah, and then there's more, like everything like almost related to gender. You don't think Robin's actually got a thing for Jupiter's outfit, do you? Now go over there.
So,
You don't
do you
think Robin likes girls' clothes, do you?
Wow. The
It's
entire
Yeah, so-
context.
So like apparently
It's that bad.
apparently Capcom gave this game to a Sweet Baby Inc. like organization called like Dragon something, and one of the translators was actually a transgender man. Like
Probably got offended.
exactly.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so like and then it makes you think like if this and this was and this is actually like important, like they couldn't change like the story because this is how it has to play out. Like Ace Attorney games are very linear. It's all about like progressing forward and figuring out the solutions. They couldn't change this aspect of the story, so they just tried to like skirt over the language, which is lame because it was already localized and already translated. You dumb fucks.
Ha!
Yeah, sorry.
That's
Oh
garbage.
man.
So yeah,
That's
if you want to play these
garbage.
games, get a 3DS and go on eBay. Hunt down the other American
Actually-
the American versions.
Actually, now that you mentioned the Nintendo DS, guess what I did?
What did you
And-
Soldier DS.
No. I got an emulator on my cell phone, and I downloaded one of my favorite DS games. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh game. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh World Championship 2008. Because I
Ooh,
missed.
nice.
You see, I missed the game. I missed the game so much because I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. I don't have any friends to play with. So I missed the game so much. I downloaded my favorite Nintendo DS game, and I've been playing it on my emulator on my phone, and it works just like the Nintendo DS. And since these jackass companies do not want to preserve games, I said I don't give a shit. I'm gonna go and just fucking look it up on the internet. And I don't know if YouTube's gonna come after me for saying this, but screw it, I don't care. Look, man, a lot of games are getting lost, and also a lot of these like localizations with these remasters are ruining the original games. It happened with Chrono Cross too. Also one of my favorites. They changed a whole bunch of crap in that game.
I love
so-
that game. that was my introduction to
Yeah.
that world.
So, I mean, if people want to sell the 7 Seas, I don't blame you. Now, I'm not saying like
I mean, the legal way is to track down the hard copies on eBay if you still have a 3DS or a DS system. So the Apollo
Yeah.
Justice trilogy, the first game is a DS game. The next two are 3DS games.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, I was when I was out shopping with my sister one day. We went to Bookman's. I did see a ton of Nintendo DS games and a bunch of classic ones too. Andy, you're gonna love this. I did see some Yu-Gi-Oh ones from those eras for good prices. I thought about you, man. I'm like, man. I was like, man, if Andy was here right now, I'd buy this for him.
Oh my god,
they were at really great prices, minus the tax, of course. But they were. I think one of them was at 40, one was at 60, the other one was at 75. Not bad if you ask me.
Yeah.
But I know tons of places that I can easily go to because that's why I said thrift store shopping. Like, find your local thrift stores. They do have them, even hole in the wall ones. That's where I got my stuff from.
All right, so no, yeah. Honestly, there's like if you can't find it online, let's say like on eBay or something, you can always get this stuff online. Just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait. I want to show you guys something. I'm going to upload file. Okay. Going to find it.
It's an article?
No, it's an image.
Oh.
It's yeah. Don't worry, it's cool. Let's see. I guess that's not how it works. Oh, here we go. So image type invalid. Okay, then I wanted to show you a picture. Can I
Google it?
I got Pokemon Coliseum. That's what I got
Pokemon Coliseum
on eBay, and I'm gonna play it.
Oh wow, that's the 64, right?
At GameCube.
That's GameCube.
Yeah, Coliseum. Yeah, you're confusing it with Pokemon Stadium. It was named similarly to Bank.
I have both those games. I'm offering challenges.
Yeah,
to
Pokemon Coliseum and Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, which was even more expensive. My friend, one of my VTuber friends, Viperus, he got a good deal on the sequel. Yeah. He got a good deal on the sequel, which is more expensive, even though it has similar levels.
Oh boy, Netflix live action Avatar.
Here we go, baby.
All right, man. So listen, I love Avatar. I mean, I think we all can admit that Mr. Andy Matrix is a bigger fan than most of us are. But I like and maybe Anime Night, respectfully, of course. But like, I did see the entire show. I love Avatar. I did not see Korra because it wasn't my shtick. All right, but when I saw this particular post, I lost it. Like, what the f is Netflix doing? What are they doing? It's some bullshit.
They're getting rid of character development because they don't want Fifi's hurt.
Exactly. Oh my god, my little Fifi. Oh my god, he's such a bad guy. He's so racist. He's so sexist. Bro.
So
I'm pretty sure he gets over the sexism by the end of the first season.
No, well, actually, I was just about to say that. Look, if you watch the story, if you watch the first season, like Sokka, he actually goes through an entire arc of like, because he starts out as like a sexist older brother, like, hey, I'm the man, I'm supposed to do this, right? But then, like, he actually humbles himself because he learns martial arts from the Kyoshi warriors, right?
Oh, they're getting rid of that too.
Yeah, so they're actually
wait. They're getting rid of that?
Yes.
No, they're getting rid of like of that part of. They're getting rid of his character development in that sense.
That's stupid,
right? So, Sokka, he goes to this character development where like he actually grows up. You know, he stops being like this sexist idiot. And then he actually like learns martial arts from the Kyoshi warriors. He teams up with them, and then he actually stops being like this sexist jerk. He actually becomes a better person. He actually, there's character growth, character development, and it's absolutely beautiful.
What they don't understand, like,
but
Han Solo.
Mhm.
is a great example. He was also a sexist and a selfish guy. He grows and matures, and it was wonderful.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and by them taking that out, now they've changed a couple of things here. For example, like I heard that instead of Sokka being the older brother, they're gonna make Katara the older sister.
That is an unnecessary
This is so
change.
I don't know why. I don't know why, but
Also, I heard that Fire Lord Ozai would not be giving his kid the
the
mark on
scar?
his face. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. He's
Oh,
gonna
that's
get this.
stupid.
Wait,
He's gonna get the scar.
is stupid.
He's gonna get the scar by some other mean. That's the rumor I'm hearing. But if that's true,
is that because what father abuse?
Oh,
But
abuse
that,
of
that was
father,
the
something
whole.
like that.
they're trying to like get rid of father abuse. But I'm like, this motherfucker took out genocided a whole nation of airbenders, but him hitting his son with the fireball, that's where you draw the line. Are we joking right now?
It shows you the people who are managing this crap. It's like they're full of crap.
It's
But,
not the One
like,
Piece people, that's for sure.
I know, but
Mhm.
look at it. But listen. Like that ruins the entire like purpose of Zuko going on to find the Avatar because he wants his father's approval. So if it's not his
Yes.
father that gave him that
Oh
scar,
my god,
then
I'm
it
hardly
ruins the entire story.
like
Now,
you said,
look,
I was only like into like the first season and then
Damn.
I fell off, and even I
Damn.
know this shit.
damn,
Like,
bro.
And even like this, I'm gonna piggyback off of what Andy said real quick. Because back you saying Sokka, him learning from the Kyoshi warriors, it helped him get over his sexism, which is true, right? But
Yeah.
you gotta understand where it began. You gotta realize in the village where he came from, what the men went
The
to
Southern
war.
Water Tribe.
Yeah, the water tribe
Yeah,
went
the
to
water
war,
tribe.
and they left him in charge of the village. So to
That's why
speak,
he's
right?
like that.
And that is why he is the way he is. He's the eldest, and he takes it upon himself to guard his village, the kids, the elderly. And he's been doing this stuff for years on his own. That is why the mindset of, oh, I am man, I'm protector, I am this. You can't erase that. That's part of his character development. And then leading into the Kyoshi warriors and then teaching him their ways and then him humbling himself. They are going to literally ruin an entire character because some woman online may cry, "Oh, yeah." Like,
There were feminists on the show.
I
mean, it's not
baffled.
like the original show was never like put up on Netflix. It has. It's been on Netflix.
Okay,
So why do this? Like, there's tons of things with tons of sexism on Netflix.
Yeah.
Why do this?
We need a new terminology. I've just made up a word, a term called character abuse.
Character.
Character production abuse, I guess. I don't know.
And facts, epithet Black Queen. Wait till they see Sozin's comment genocide. That's what I just said.
Yeah,
They literally unalived an entire clan of airbenders, right? They took him off the map. There's literally only one, and that is Aang. But they draw the line at, oh my god, he hurt his son and gave him a scar. Oh
They don't
my
get
God.
character development. They don't get it because it kills everything that it kills the redemption arc that Zuko goes through once he realizes.
You know what?
He's like,
Yes.
I don't want you.
Thank you,
guys.
Anime Night.
Calling it now,
Thank
the
you.
guy doesn't
You know what they're
respect
gonna
the
do
source
too?
material.
Thank you, Anime Nights. Yes.
Yo, you know what they're gonna
It
do too?
kills the
Because
whole thing.
I bet you.
And Uncle too. It kills not only Zuko's character, it kills Uncle's character. Uncle, oh my god, it's so bad.
Hey,
it goes
hey,
way worse.
How much?
than
How,
that.
hey, do you guys think there'll be M. Night Shyamalan apologism?
No, absolutely not.
No, apparently they
Absolutely
looked
not.
at the old one.
I
They were
need
learning
to
from the old one is that to fix what the M. Night
Exactly.
Shyamalan one.
They were on the right
Build that.
track with that. They were on the right track. I'm like, okay, finally, we are getting somewhere with this, somewhere good.
Okay.
For once.
I've never seen it, so like I know it's bad. I know that version is really bad. I saw how they butchered the earthbending barge scene by not having a barge.
I saw that movie.
I almost stormed out.
I
on
hated
that
it.
scene.
It was
I
Please.
almost
horrible.
stormed
It was
out.
horrible.
Do me a favor, unless you want to review it and you guys want to make your cash money, I feel you. But if you don't have to, skip that movie. It was garbaggio, trash, trashola.
I saw it in theaters with my ex at the
I
time.
have no
And
interest.
she
if I
and
want to
she
do,
looked
I
at me.
just watch season 1 of the original show.
They called Avatar the Arvatar. Like there was an AARVATAR.
Why?
The Avatar?
They kept saying Arvatar.
Everything looked like-
I'm like, who the fuck is an Arvatar? You mean the Avatar? No, the Arvatar.
I will say this. The production value does look really good. Like that does look.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to complain about that. I am not complaining about
But
that.
you see,
because
I
it
still
looked
want to watch it.
gorgeous.
Look, I still want to watch it because I'm a freaking Avatar nerd. So it's
Yeah,
like I
you know
gotta,
what?
even if it's bad, I gotta give it a chance.
Maybe
Is
it
this-
will
is-
be good, but just don't expect it to be as faithful as One Piece.
This is how I look at it. If you guys are such awesome fans, you would have saw it by now. But since we're already here in 2024, you can skip it. You can
No,
just totally
but,
skip
dude, I have the DVD box. I have the DVD box and all that crap.
Throw it in the garbage. That's fine. It's okay. Throw it in the garbage. You know. Throw it away. Pretend it's a frisbee, right, on a summer day, and there's a
Oh my God.
Go on.
Oh man.
No, but
Dante's
I
lost
gotta
it.
see. I just want to see because the production value is really good, right? It looks beautiful, right? And I know that they changed some things, like the thing about Katara in Sokka, right? And
Some
I
things?
know the thing that they changed is Azula. Azula's gonna be in the first season when she's not supposed to be. And I think they're doing the whole female character empowerment thing. However,
Mm-hmm.
the reason I want to see it is because I want to see the fucking bending, because the M. Night Shyamalan movie, the bending in that freaking movie was ass,
There was no
bro.
bending in that movie. That was just
The-
trash. Okay.
It was like freaking Aang was like doing freaking aerobatics in flips to throw to make a freaking wind.
Can we talk
It had no
about how
flow.
the
It
Fire
had
Nation,
no flow.
the Fire Nation, who took out the entire airbending nation, right? They couldn't create fire with their hands
Yeah.
unless there was fire nearby.
only-
To then, you guys know Pyro from X-Men, where he
Yeah.
can't create the fire, but he can manipulate fire.
Yeah.
That is what they were in that movie, and somehow
only legit
people who could create air with their hands lost to those motherfuckers.
Yeah. Also,
No, you got a
Dante,
point.
You're forgetting
You
one
got a
thing.
point.
You're forgetting one thing. You're forgetting one thing. The Uncle Iroh in that one, he was the only legit one who
Yes!
lost it and created fire. Like, this is
Yes!
how you do it. Pop. It's embarrassing. It was
The
so
on-
embarrassing.
The
to
only one who
whole
could
thing.
create fire from their hands was Uncle Iroh. Every
That's
other
it.
useless
Well, he is the
firebending
best
guy-
character. He is
Was-
the best character.
No, but you
and that
gotta
whole
understand
scene- that whole
understand the
scene made it
dynamics.
for me.
The world, water, earth, air, lost to a group of people who cannot summon fire. They had to manipulate fire. So if I just turned the fire off, they would lose. They had
Yeah.
no power. I was like, wait. How is this even happening? And why is this a freaking movie? I
Oh,
could create
I am
air
so
out my
scared for
hand.
Ozai.
I could fart
so
air
scared.
and win.
Fart bending. Fart
I
bending.
could fart bend right now and win against the Fire Nation. And you guys, I was like, nah, this is trash. I'm sorry.
Oh,
There's
also, on that note, it also kills Ozai's character as well. It's all affected. That one change to Zuko, that one dramatic change, it kills everything going forward. Everything. Because it's one of the key components, because Zuko, it all revolves around him. If his dad did not do that whole thing, that whole scarring of Zuko's
Mhm.
face, we wouldn't have gotten
Mhm.
the greatest redemption arc in history of that.
True.
Yeah, Zuko
Oh,
is one of the
and-
greatest characters in animation. Like
I agree.
I haven't, like, the story is so deep with that motherfucker. It's like I haven't
what
read
you're-
like a
it's
character
what you
development
root
in
for him.
Yeah.
You root
Yeah,
for
man.
him in the
I know.
end. You hate him at the beginning, but you root for him in the end.
I
and that- it
remember
delivers
I saw the
so
episode
mag-
where he saved Aang wearing that mask.
Yes,
And then
yes.
when it was revealed it was actually him, I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Do you know what
It
good
was
writing is,
beautifully
guys?
done.
Yeah, it's good
Guys,
writing.
Guys,
Really
good
good
writing
writing.
is when the initial bad guy at the beginning, the first two seasons, is a guy you root for at the literal end of the series. We hated him in the first 2 seasons, but we wanted him to be the leader at the end of the series. We wanted him to be the new Fire Kingdom leader, chief, or king, or whatever.
Yeah.
That is amazing writing because it took us from hating him, character development, him learning, adapting, and then becoming a better human being. That is amazing writing. It's peak writing. It's peak. Like, I hated Zuko for the longest, but when I watched it more, I was like, oh my God, I actually...
He became your favorite character, right?
Yo, I was like, I like this motherfucker. I like him.
No, but look.
Spies.
Look, man. This and we all know it's not gonna be like faithful to the original. I mean, not 100%. I would say maybe 80% faithful, right? But like,
In a way, yes.
if anything, if there's any reason why people should watch this, is for the bending and the martial arts, because the M. Night Shyamalan, like, you saw the fucking airbending in the M. Night Shyamalan one.
It was trash. Everything
Like,
was trash.
a freaking rock came out of the ground, and then that was it.
I laughed so hard.
Everything.
But like,
it was
even
so badly done. It was like a rock on a string, like a medium-sized rock on a string. It was that bad.
And you know what? Be that as it may, I agree with Andy, and I agree with Anime Night, but there should be some level of the show trying to be as faithful to the cartoon or the comic as possible. Now, I understand we're living in a very
scary time,
sensitive timeline right
era.
now. But like, sensitive era right now. But his sexism is key and vital to his character development.
Absolutely.
It's funny. And it's fun. I don't care what anybody says. It's funny.
It's
funny.
It's
funny as hell.
Funny.
Yeah, it's at his expense. He gets made a fool. His sister's a capable waterbender.
Thank you.
And he's an idiot.
Yes.
Thank you. And the irony of all of it is his sexism and being the machismo man. He is the weakest character in the entire show.
Guys, you know what's funny about Sokka? Although he's an idiot, a total idiot, he's the one that gets all the chicks in the show.
He does get the trick.
Yes.
Yo, the Moon Princess.
Oh yeah. That was tragic.
Yeah.
That was tragic.
Who else?
There's the Fire Relation chick that who's with the Azula all the time.
Oh.
Her. You know what I'm talking about? He bagging and tagging every day.
You guys remember that time? You remember that time when Suki was gonna sneak into Sokka's tent to do the you know what?
Mm-hmm.
They actually made that. They actually insinuated that. They insinuated that, bro.
They did.
On Nickelodeon, they did that?
Yeah, like fucking
did.
Suki was going into his tent.
My God,
at night
Nickelodeon just let that show
to have
get
some
away with
intimate
everything.
time, bro. They actually did that on the freaking show.
But you gotta think about it, like Dash is like that was a different time, man. Like cartoons were not afraid to go a little over and be a little perverted.
For Christ's sake,
a better time.
We had a
Right.
flag between Patrick's butt cheeks, for Christ's sake. I mean, Jesus.
It's like we were in a whole
Nickelodeon
different
was
era.
on a different level. Nickelodeon was on a different level at that time.
Which is crazy because like we went from being hardcore, from watching Ren and Stimpy, Cow and Chicken, to real monsters, to
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah, it's we're just going backwards.
You want to know?
We're going backwards.
You want to know what I've been watching lately? I asked for Christmas to get a from Discotheque to get Street Sharks on Blu-ray. So I've been watching that.
That's a classic.
Yeah,
I want to see a review.
They were like my favorite toys.
Review.
I never watched the show too much. I might have rented an episode from Blockbuster at one point. So like, I've been following along. It's been like a fun, corny hell.
I did see
Yo,
that.
man.
I did see that screenshot you took of the intro with that animation error. I was.
Oh yeah. I found an
hard.
animation error in the
It's
intro.
So hilarious. I'm like, what happened in the drawing department? Did we forget something?
Well, they either didn't catch it or they just thought it was too fast for anyone to notice.
Yo, but for real, man, Sokka was the only one. He got all the chicks in that show.
He
Like,
sure is.
I was
Sucker is comedy relief done right.
done it right,
And
bro.
all they're doing now is taking away viewership. Because you're gonna see all these articles from
Do you
whatever.
hate
You're gonna
money?
see YouTube videos. You're gonna see TikTok videos covering it, and people are gonna be like, you know what? I was gonna watch this show, but now, yeah, screw that.
This
I'm not
is
gonna watch it anymore.
anti-marketing. People say about being sensitive. People are also very sensitive to like everything. That's why like the whole thing with the Tekken 8 thing, like when they heard cultural appropriation, they were like, "Oh, I'm gonna write this game off." Like,
Right.
not realizing so like that people don't realize just like the adverse effect, like all this like pushing and revisionism has on the general public, and it's ultimately why like this whole era is going to end, and it is kind of like ending. We're kind of like at the tail end of it, I think. Hopefully,
And you know what
All
else
of
is
us
problem
are
with
the
this
last pillar.
issue?
We're all the
It's like-
last pillars of this whole thing. We're at the last pillars, and
I would hope so.
If we go down, there's no one to stand up for us. Once we're gone,
Yeah,
That's
that's it.
Oh,
That's
wow.
it.
I fear for the next generation.
well,
Yeah,
I was trying to be a
I
little
hope
bit
I'm
more
wrong.
hopeful. Hey, Anime
hope
Night,
I'm
I was
wrong.
trying to be kind of more optimistic with my speech, and you just like, oh no.
I love optimism, but I prefer realism because at this point, dude,
realistically,
we're going
speaking,
down. We're going downhill from here. We're
A
just
dark path, a real dark path, bro.
No, I mean,
We're-
I've seen crazier turnarounds before.
we're really fucked, dude.
Okay,
That's
so
why I said I
I
hope
want to
I'm
make a
wrong.
prediction here.
I
I want to
hope
make
I'm
a
wrong.
prediction. So, because you know everything that's happening, all of the PC stuff, the shows being ruined, and now anime is slow. The West is creeping into Japan to ruin anime. I think that what was I gonna say? The only type of entertainment that's going to be like not have any of this crap in it is going to be ones that are like in webtoons, right? Where it's controlled by one person and is controlled by one person, basically indie creators and people, just individuals that they got away from all that stuff and now they're creating their own stuff, their own comic books, to writing their own stories, right? And I think within the next 10-20 years, I think that's what's going to be. And I think independent creators are probably going to be bigger, maybe not as big as the big corporations, but they're going to be a pretty big deal in the future.
Yeah, you'll see, guys.
I agree.
You'll see.
I agree.
You take away
need more-
the ESG, you take away the ESG, all this shit comes crumbling down. Like things go back.
Take away
The
the
way
money. Take
Take away the money, take away
away-
the pillars that are
Yep.
holding it up.
Take
and
away
it- and it
all of
goes
the
away.
backing, and it all goes away, and that's a problem because these guys have crazy backing from guys with millions and billions of dollars who's going to want to push this crazy narrative, and it's affecting gaming,
Everything.
cartoons, and cartoons are done at this point.
Oh yeah,
And-
cartoons have been eviscerated
Cartoons are
in the United States.
cartoons
Yeah,
are
like,
basically
we don't-
done in the
We don't
USA.
produce
can't
cartoons
even-
anymore.
I had this. I screamed at my aunt because she had one of her crap. She had one of her son's one of the kids over, like one of the low
Mhm.
ones over. They were watching Blue's Clues. I screamed at her, like, don't have her watch that. It's not good.
Wait,
It's
Modern
not
Blues Clues?
Yeah, modern Blues
The
Clues.
one that had
Yes,
the
that one. That one.
Is that bad now?
well, didn't you hear
Very.
about the Pride Month episode?
Oh, crap, really?
Boy.
Yeah, where
I
they teaching the kids
screamed
about
wow.
the drag
At the
queens.
top of my
Yeah,
lungs.
that was like
I
all over the
screamed.
place.
Wait,
Like,
what?
That the drag queen from the Blues Clues episode was like on every YouTube thumbnail for
No
a while
way.
when it came out.
I didn't know.
I had no idea.
I had
Well,
no
yeah,
Yo,
they
idea.
were
Blues Clues, that was my
they were
shit back
teaching
then.
they were
Blues
teaching
Clues was my
kids
shit.
about all the genders and all the flags.
Yo, that's
They
crazy.
had all the flags.
That's crazy.
It was kind of
I went
awful.
off.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, the
I
Daily
almost-
Wire's gonna
I-
make money, man. The Daily
Oh, yeah.
Wire's gonna make
Actually,
money.
And my
Daily
aunt had
Wire-
the surprise Pikachu face when I told her what happened and everything. She had the surprise Pikachu
I mean,
face.
hey,
and
I'm
like, I'm
critical
not-
of the Daily Wire because I feel like they're just like because I just want people to get away from politics in general, but like they have wholesome kids shows on there, and they're
Well,
going
that's
to
what I'm
be
saying.
wholesome.
That's what I'm saying. Like the
It's
Daily
a lot of
Wires,
fun
what's
to
it called?
watch. I saw the
Benki.
trailer for it. It was so good. I'm like, see, this is how it should be.
Yeah, that
It
shit's
got
gonna
me
be real
legitimately
popular.
excited. I'm
think
almost 33.
cartoons meant for kids should be
I'm
left at
excited over a
innocence.
kids show.
They
Oh,
shouldn't
yeah.
be implementing any kind of. And I'm not saying not just LGBTQ stuff. No. I'm talking about like politics, even religion. They don't keep it kid friendly. Keep it
Exactly.
cartoon, keep it entertaining, keep it soft, keep it gullible. And then when them kids grow up to be like, teenagers or whatever, let them learn about stuff like that, boy. And their kids, they have no business learning about, where's the L's? What's the B? What's the G?
Guys
Does
have no
the
idea.
does the penis go into a booty or a vagina?
What?
I don't need these kids learning this shit because that's what they're
Yo.
doing now.
No, absolutely not.
There needs to be a line drawn in the sand, in the
Oh,
air,
yeah.
in the water. I don't
I
give a
think
shit where it
Blue's
is.
Clues was definitely a line crossed. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I had
but
no idea that
exactly.
was happening with Blue's Clues, but I'm not surprised. I mean, freaking
I-
Sesame Street, the
Yeah,
same crap.
Yes. That
Well,
is
I mean,
same
that's
thing.
run by HBO. That doesn't surprise me.
Okay, okay. Real quick, let's backtrack. No more LGBTQ stuff, right?
Oh yeah, like
Okay.
Andy, like
and let's be. I'm gonna say it for all of us here, all four of us who are on this on the page right now. We're not against LGBTQ at all.
Oh, absolutely not. I think
That's-
I've made that very
hold on.
clear.
That's
Melanie
not the-
Mac.
Well, yeah, you're beef Millie Mac. I gotta talk to you about that one eventually. But like, we're not against the LGBTQ at all.
No,
No, I
we're
have
not.
LGBTQ
No,
friends,
we
family
love
friends. It's the fact that we don't want people just like throwing it in people's faces all the time. We're
Just leave
tired.
us out
Oh
of
my
it.
god,
Because it's bad
Just leave us out
storytelling.
of it.
And it can be inappropriate with kids.
right? And it's like, oh, you screw girls. Do you want a trophy for that? I don't know. Like, I don't give a
I
shit.
don't give a shit.
You know,
Yeah.
and
You don't
that
give
kind
a
of
shit
thing.
Who's fucking who? Just as long
Yeah,
as
we
you
don't
leave the kids
Uh-huh.
alone, and then we're fine. I won't
Leave
go
it with
after
a-
you. We're fine.
Leave
Just
it
leave it
with
with us.
adults. That's all right? We can all agree with that, right? Leave it with adults and leave the kids alone. Damn.
That's
that
all
was
we
harsh.
ask. That's all
But
we ask.
That's all we care about. That's all we care about. That's all we
Now,
care
if they
about.
ask
But
the question, now if they ask the question, then it's one thing. Like if the kid does ask about it, it's one thing. It's one thing.
Mhm.
Like, oh, okay. I guess they're asking. Might as well explain it a little bit.
or something,
let them-
yeah.
Try at least. Like try and explain it.
Yeah.
But seriously though, just leave
Like
the
if
kids
you're
alone and
LGBTQ
we're
in the
square.
chat or have friends, no, we're not against that. No, please love who you love. We don't care.
Exactly.
It just
I wanna
it's just
say,
a certain level of it's in your face that we're tired of seeing.
I've mentioned Dion on the channel. Stephanie, I think he was
For Final
handled-
Fantasy.
Yeah, I think he was. I loved how he was handled. I actually like.
Oh, it was
really-
perfect.
Absolutely.
But not Dad. Andy, what do you got for it? What's your next topic? If you have something else for us, or that, is that
I
it?
honestly, I kind of that was. Oh wait. Hold on.
You got another one?
I got one last one from. This is
Into the fire once more, boys.
well, this was a little. It's not as crazy as what we've been talking about. So.
Yeah, man, whatever you got. If not, you could.
All right, it's from Bounding into Comics. So.
Toei team.
Toei teams up with Amazon to produce live-action Oshinoko TV series and film.
Never.
So
heard of it.
basically, I saw this coming. Where like since we're seeing a lot of anime live-action adaptations, because you got to remember when it comes to like the romance comedy anime, which is this is a drama. All the live-action stuff is usually produced like. It's easy to produce drama because they're
There's
cheaper.
no special effects, no fantasy.
There's no fantasy. There's no fiction. There's no real like
Yeah,
powers.
it's much cheaper. It's easier to produce. So in Japan, they produce a lot of these. Like a lot of like, romance comedy anime become live action. It's very easy to produce these. So I knew they were gonna do this. I knew that whether if it was Netflix or Amazon, Hulu, they were gonna get their hands. They were gonna get their hands on some anime comedy romance stuff and make it a live action. So I
Okay.
guess we got our first one from Amazon, probably coming in the next few years.
Wait, this is from Amazon.
It's Amazon Prime.
Oh, it didn't say it in the title.
Yeah,
Oh, it
is
does.
it-
My bad. My bad.
Yeah,
my bad.
right here, right here, right
So,
here, right here.
wait, is it going to be a Japanese cast or a Western cast?
I do not know yet. We're on the early stages of that. I imagine if it takes place in Japan, it's got to be a freaking,
Japanese
Yeah,
cast.
if they play
Japanese
Japan,
cast, for
then
God's
yeah,
sake.
of course.
Yeah, I could support that.
It's like if it's done in Japan with a Japanese
That's
cast,
fine.
and yeah, I don't think I would care as much because they would try to do the best they can from the manga. and
Actually,
anime.
that
Oh,
looks
hey,
good.
look, there's the
That looks
screenshots.
good.
Oh,
That looks
that
good.
actually looks cool.
Oh wait, they are
Wow.
Asian. Oh wow, I didn't.
Yeah, and
That's
that's
good.
fine. Yeah, that's
Yeah, they are
Okay,
Asian.
okay.
I can see this being. I
Attention.
can see this being kind of popular.
This could
Yeah.
work.
You know what? That's fine.
So this is the anime. This is the anime, and then this is I've actually seen this anime on YouTube many times. People talking about it.
It's got.
Sorry, go
Hey,
ahead. Go ahead.
It's got that that like I think like the way to do live action anime is you bring that surrealism from anime and you bring that into the live action and
Yeah.
I think One Piece live action was able to do this. This looks like it's kind of like doing it. And have any of you guys watched Sweet Home?
I've seen Sweet Home. Did not like season 2. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm still on season 2.
It's so trash. Oh, I hated it so much. It was a waste.
Season 1 was really fucking good.
Season 1 was amazing. That's why I was so angry. Like season 1 was phenomenal. Season 2, oh my god, it was such a letdown.
Oh,
So
okay.
somebody
No spoilers.
asked-
No spoilers.
Somebody asked the question. Says, how will they handle the eyes and hair of Hoshino Ko
And
live
that's
action?
a good question because they have those stars in their eyes.
Yeah,
in the
I mean,
anime.
it could be a special effect. They could do a special effect. This
I
is
think they can handle.
it's not very expensive, you know.
Yeah, I think they can handle it. I think the Japanese will do a decent job or a great job at
Yeah.
handling the live action version of this anime. If it was the West, I would say pray for the best.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
So
I-
they're also
It's a
asking.
good thing Brand. It's a
Don't-
good thing Brand and the anime guys.
Yeah,
just
good thing Brandon left.
Helsing like, oh, where's
Don't tell
Brandon the
him.
anime guy? He's gonna be livid when he sees this shit. Oh, Jobin, don't say that. You just
Please.
we're gonna have to.
We
We're
angered him
summon
enough- we
Brandon the
angered him
anime guy
enough
back.
Today. We angered him enough today with all the news going on. We angered him enough. Let's not push it further
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I'd like to be a One Piece right now. I would love to be a One Piece right now because when he blows up, he really blows up. You want to run away.
Yeah, when
He's
Brandon gets mad,
scary.
he gets mad.
He's scary when he's angry. He is so scary.
Real quick, Andy, we have a question in the chat that says, from Fierce Apathetic Black Queen. I had a question. Thoughts on Elmo? Elmo.
Well, they were on Elmo too, I think, didn't they? They with
don't
the
know much
whole
about-
Pride stuff.
No, that was Bert and Ernie. Bert and Ernie is on the Pride thing. They're dating
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Oh.
They've been dating for a
They
while.
haven't ruined Elmo. I like
Haven't.
Elmo.
Yeah,
What happened to Elmo?
Did something happen to Elmo? Black Queen.
Not that I know of. I don't keep up with
I don't
Sesame
know.
Street.
If you're still here, let me know what you.
Elmo and Larry
Larry
David.
What?
Let me check
Yeah,
X.
what?
Elmo.
let me get the
Okay,
phone out.
Elmo.
Elmo and Larry David.
Is that
Okay.
Astro Boy?
You did what? Larry David attacks Elmo on live TV.
Oh, is it when
Shit.
Elmo had the how's everyone doing and people were responding to it about attacking Elmo
What?
today?
Wait.
Because Elmo
Wait,
had like a
well,
Elmo had
Larry-
like a post on Twitter. like,
Larry
how's
was
everyone
grabbing
here?
Elmo by the face. Why did he do? It was that.
We gotta
This looks
see this.
unscripted.
Oh, I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Sent-
Was it a
Oh, it's
stunt?
funny. Oh, she said it's funny.
Yeah, it was a skit.
Oh, she said it's
okay.
funny.
I'm about to say, do we need to go to war with Larry David? Do we need
Word.
I don't.
Listen,
I like
Elmo.
Larry David.
Elmo. Elmo's alright with me. You know what I mean? Like, don't do that to Elmo. Elmo,
All
Elmo's
right.
cool.
Well, that's so unlike Larry David. Why would he do that to Elmo?
But yeah,
watch Larry David would come out like minutes later. Yeah, Elmo gave me $5,000 to do that to him. Now that would be funny. That would actually be funny. I'm like, okay, now that I can get behind and actually laugh at because it's a joke. Now that I can believe.
All right, guys. So we're kind of reaching the end of the show. We've been at it for an hour and a half, and I kind of ran out of things to talk about. Oh, well, we covered all the topics.
Oh, and do you want to talk
Avatar,
about the Sonic 3 movie?
Sonic 3?
Yes. I'm doing
Yeah.
a video on that later.
Did you see the teaser?
Yes.
Oh, wait, this is a teaser?
I'm going to
Yeah.
do the reaction later. I'm
You
gonna
hear
do the
Shadow
reaction.
laughing.
Oh shit!
Oh, speaking of
gotta
which,
check that out.
speaking of which,
Yeah, and
Dan-
it's confirmed Jim Carrey is
Eggman, yes.
back. Jim Carrey
back
is
at Egg-
back. He's back as
Robotnik.
Eggman.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
We
Mhm.
still don't know who plays Shadow, but we there's a young girl that looks like Maria in the cast, and I think they have the Jessica Jones girl. She's either going to, I think she's going to be either Rouge or Amy.
Wait, really? Kristen Ritter is gonna be no
Yes.
way.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they're getting her for a voice role. Yeah, but she's part of the cast for Sonic 3.
Nice.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh,
I
and
loved
get this,
season 1 of
guys.
Jessica Jones.
I mean, I like Shadow in general. And,
Oh, Shadow is my favorite character, and that's why I can't abandon Sega.
Sonic always has had a really great soundtrack, but my favorite Sonic soundtrack is from Sonic Heroes.
Sonic Heroes was great.
I love Sonic Heroes soundtrack.
I actually beat it like a couple of years ago, like for the first time, because it was too hard for me as a kid.
Oh,
Yeah,
Sonic Heroes is amazing. But Sonic
the
Adventure 2
soundtrack-
Battle, oh my god.
Dude, the freaking soundtrack on that shit is amazing.
Oh yeah,
I still
well,
listen to it.
Hey, funny you should mention that. Hey, can you pull up the Sonic teaser and listen to the audio?
Hold on.
Sonic
Listen
is-
to the audio.
Hold on.
The Sonic Adventure 2 theme,
I'm
that
not
entire
saying-
soundtrack is.
Oh,
gives
it's really
me
out.
chill- It gives me chills to this very fucking.
Hold
day.
on.
I-
Yeah, play it.
Wait, hold on, guys. I should do it without the audio just for copyright reasons.
Oh no, it won't. It's too short for
Yeah,
copyright.
it's like 10 seconds. You'd be fine. it's not enough for YouTube to go crazy about it. You'd be alright.
Oh,
Trust me.
Here?
Oh,
yeah,
it's 20, but yeah, you'd be alright.
yeah, you can play it here.
Shadow.
Woo! Ooh, I like the logo.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Did you hear
It's
that?
literally-
That was Live and Learn.
Was that Live and Learn?
Yeah,
Wait,
you
what?
couldn't tell because you paused too much. Yeah, play it from the from when the 3 forms.
Hold on.
Okay, they're from there. Yeah. That's fine. That's there.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear it. Oh, now. Okay, now I heard it. Okay, it's
All
very
right.
faint, but yeah, now I kind of heard it. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna go see that in theaters, and they might get sick of me, but yeah, I'll be there.
Oh yeah, I am.
We
by
should
the
all
way,
go.
be
Let's
there.
all go,
I'm gonna-
man.
I'm gonna drag my cousin who we played that game so much.
Yeah, if you
And-
all
and
want to
I'm going
go,
to drag
I'm
my
down.
cousin.
Anime, you're in Arizona, right?
I'm in Arizona, and guess what? Dan Green's gonna be here next.
Oh,
month.
nice.
Oh, nice.
Get his autograph.
And Roger
All right.
Craig Smith.
Ooh,
All right. Well, us here,
And
we're in the
Silver.
Northeast.
oh,
okay.
nice. Oh,
We're in the
you could
Northeast,
get,
so we
like, they've all been in Sonic games.
And also Tails. Also, the voice actress for Tails is gonna be
Oh,
there.
so wait, so like bunch of Sonic people are coming. Is this like
Yes.
a Sonic event?
It's Game on Expo. It's a video game event. It also features some prominent anime ones too.
But yeah,
it's
all
next
those
month.
people like have been involved in Sonic,
Yep,
like
that's
either
correct.
currently or at one time. So I'm assuming the panel's about Sonic. Oh
Yeah.
wow, I am
I would
so
hope
jealous of you, Anime Night. That is fantastic.
Yeah. So, guys, it's literally like what 11 months away. We should all like gather and watch the movie. So it's
Listen,
Sonic 3, like
I'm
for real.
down. I'm down.
I mean, it's a long way to go, but still, like we should all just
Yeah.
I have prior engagements for
I
the
mean,
rest
yeah.
of
Oh,
the
yeah.
year. I'm going to Game on Expo next month. I'll be in Fan Fusion in May, and in August I will be at Anime Impulse.
I'm
So
totally
my
down.
hands are kind of wet.
I'm totally down at it. If you guys want to go to like the AMC in the Garden State Mall in New Jersey, like we
sure.
could do that.
Yeah, we can always plan
Oh,
a different
Dash.
time. Yeah, of
Or
There's
if you
course.
one
want to
more
find
thing I
a,
forgot to
a
mention.
more closer meetup point, but like than that,
What happened
we
anime
can
night?
meet in the city possibly.
David Hayter is also going to be here next month.
David Hayter. Oh, cool.
Yep, I'm like, let's go. It's a stacked list. I will also be posting who's going to be at Fan Fusion this year.
Oh man, I wish I had money for cons. I wish I did.
Dude, you guys would love it out here. Minus the heat and everything, but it's a lot of fun. It's
So
indoors.
having
It's
a nice
it, it's
having a
indoors.
nice convention center within driving distance would be very nice. I don't have that though.
I live.
I mean,
actually,
the only one
funny you
is
mention
Comic
that.
Con, and you have to pay like a fortune just to get in the place.
Actually,
Now, yeah,
I know
may-
I know certain things and certain ways to beat that because we have the light rail out here, and there's this thing called park and ride. You literally park your car and you just go to the light rail. It's roughly $4 to $6 or $8 depending, and the light rail takes you directly to the convention center. You don't have to go to a parking lot, nothing. You can just park right there, and boom, you're on your way.
All right,
Nice.
cool.
That's why
cool.
that's why I love going to cons out here, and why I do all this. I'm going to 3 this year. A new
Yeah.
record for this one. Fan Fusion's a lot of fun. Game on Expo. They have pinball tournaments. They have all kinds of tournaments, including they do have TCG ones as well. From my and also they also do they have a Tetris one. They have a Mario Kart 8. They also have a Super Nintendo, like the SNES. Last time I partook in that tournament, I was in semifinals. I made it all the way there. It was my first one, almost to the finals. I lost right at the end because the dude picked a harder course, one I haven't played on in a while, so I completely forgot what shortcuts were there. But it's a lot of fun though. Lots of prominent characters, lots of prominent people come out here. Last year, I believe it was last year, Chuck Norris was here.
What?
Yes, he was here.
Was everybody telling jokes about him?
Yeah, you should have seen his line. You should have seen his line for all 3 days. Like all 3 days I was there.
Chuck
the line
Norris.
The line was stupid long, and it never shrunk. Like every time you walk around, there's like a bunch of new people, and it's like, what the
Real quick,
hell?
so Andy, do you have anything else you want to cover before we log off for the night?
No, I mean honestly,
Yeah.
we gotta wrap
good.
it up. But this is pretty much it. If you guys want to share any games, anime you've been playing, anything coming up, then please do
No,
so.
that's
Yeah,
about it.
so,
That's all I've got.
I am
streaming
planning
Dead
on
Space.
playing Pokemon Coliseum at some point, though I have to beat Super Mario RPG and Crisis Core sometime this month. So like keep an eye out for those streams. And that's as far as my streaming schedule is concerned. And also I just checked. I am now at 981 subscribers, so I
Nice.
only need 19 more, and then we could throw a big 100 sub panel.
1,000.
Nice.
1,000 subs. You got don't.
So-
Yeah, you gotta have that 1,000. And I haven't really posted anything because I'm dealing with some personal stuff. But
Oh, yeah. How's that going?
It's not great. I'm still dealing with some stuff. It's kind of depressing, but I'm slowly getting over it. So I'll be posting most likely starting next week and seeing where I can go from there. But look out for more videos from me starting for next week. And
All right.
when I start next week, I'm gonna go crazy. So I'm gonna start doing videos, and I'll most likely start streaming games. I might, if I can get my computer figured out, I can start streaming video games again like I was before a few months back. And I might stream Suicide Squad. I know everyone hates it. I know everyone hates Suicide Squad. And trust me, I've had my beef with it, and I don't like it either. Trust me. But I will be posting from Suicide Squad. If you guys want to watch it, we can check it out together.
I'll watch it. I'll watch. Hopefully,
I'll watch it
if it
just
doesn't
to
like
see-
conflict
just
with
to
my own
watch-
like streams.
just to
I
watch you.
mean, yeah, I totally like. I'd watch that. I was watching. What's his face play it. Oh man, I forgot his name. But yeah, it looks like a fun like game to like poop on.
Cool. So
Oh,
I might stream it. If I do, I'll let you guys know. That's all I got.
Nice.
As for me, I will be live this Sunday for Knights of the Anime Table. Tuesday, we are back again on Dead Space Remake. We're at Chapter 7. I will be streaming a few game demos, plus Poppy's Playtime Chapter 3 is out. I'll be playing that one. And I recently downloaded a game from the PS2 era for free.
Oh.
Nice.
I'm not saying what it is, but it is the most criminally underrated game out there in the PS2. I will be dropping hints before it goes. I'll be dropping the hints. Andy, big thank you again.
No problem, man.
Loved being on here. Good thing my schedule
We
cleared.
love
up.
having you.
I could squeeze in an appearance because everything worked out. I'm like, oh, look at that. Everything worked out in of itself. Because this is my third stream I've been on tonight. But I'm having
Ooh,
fun.
busy.
So I have to stay busy because I'm doing everything I can. Heck, the other night when I was editing all the streams and everything, I didn't go to bed till like 10:30 in the morning.
Damn.
I've
Wow.
been up all night.
Wow,
I was
bro.
so tired. I was so tired, and my friends were like, "Why are you doing this to yourself? You're editing all this by yourself. Why don't you hire a ride? Why don't you hire an editor?" I'm like, "It pays $650."
Yeah, I do all my own editing.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, so you know
All
the
right,
struggle,
guys.
Smash.
And as for me, I
Thanks,
just
Chin.
I just been drawing. I've been I don't know if you see my last post. I drew Avatar: The Last Airbender. Aang.
Saw it.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Yeah. So I've been trying to bring up my drawing skills because I want to get paid for this shit, man. Because I want a job that I really like doing, bro.
Absolutely, it's the dream, man.
I want to get paid for something that I enjoy doing, and I've always wanted to get paid for art, and I'm just trying to get there. And other than that, I've just been playing Yu-Gi-Oh on my emulator that I downloaded on my phone. Anyways. And I actually haven't been playing a lot. Well, besides Yu-Gi-Oh, the latest anime I've been watching is Solo Leveling on Crunchyroll. Watch Solo Leveling. That shit is good.
it's amazing.
Watch
it.
Solo Leveling.
Check it out.
I'm gonna
I
review
agree.
it. I'm gonna review that shit. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, guys, go check out my my art channel, Andy Art Studios, YouTube. Go check it out. Check out my art. Shameless self promotion.
Also
And
be building
that's
Lego sets. Also be building Legos, starting with
oh
this
wow, nice.
wonderful. I went to the Japanese store this past Wednesday. This was the only one left, and I
Is
snagged
that
it.
Astro Boy?
It's Astro Boy. And I got Shin-Chan. They had a crap ton of these. I'll be unboxing these and putting them together. They're gonna go on the dresser right next to me.
Cool.
All right.
Nice, bro. Okay, guys, so we gotta take a rest. Damn, this stream was fun. This is the most fun I've had in a while.
Yeah, I
Um,
missed these.
I needed to come. I needed
Yeah.
to decompress tonight. I've been through such a shit week. I needed to decompress.
This stream was absolutely blessed. Everybody, make sure to follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Andy Matrix
yes,
Attack.
it dashed
Follow
to-
the
it
Anime
dashed to
Night.
1,000.
Dante's
Yeah.
Rant Room.
Follow Anime Night. Follow Dante's Rant Room.
I only hit 300.
Everybody,
Halfway
God
there.
bless. Enjoy. Go watch anime, play games, whatever you're gonna do.
Yeah,
We will
enjoy yourself.
see you in the next stream. This your this is the Otaku Trio. Godspeed, baby. Good night.